Welcome back to Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura. If you've been here before, you know that my microphone is a huge part of what I do, whether I'm talking or whether I'm singing during a live stream. Well, I decided to try something new, and the good people at LEKATO, they sent me something to try. I was hoping to get a good wireless microphone for less than $60. You can get two. Right now, for less than $60, you can get both of these microphones and the receiver. Let's take a look. So today we're going to be looking at these. This is from LEKATO, and this is their BKW-12 wireless microphone system. So let's take a look at what's in the box. We've got instructions, but at first I'm going to try not to use those to see how easy this is for someone who doesn't do a lot of this. And you'll notice I'm starting out on my condenser microphone right now. After I look at how you pair these microphones and get them set up, I'm going to switch over and start using the wireless mic. But I wanted to show you how to get these out of the box and how to get them set up. It's really nicely packed. Here's your receiver. You can see there's a nice display, and you've got your volume knobs for each channel. On the back, you've got your XLR outputs. So what I'm doing right now, I'm running this microphone into my Boss VE8, and I'm literally going to take the XLR from this microphone and put it into the balanced output. This is where you put your included power adapter to plug it in. And I'm literally just going to be setting this next to my iRig Duo Pro, running the receiver into the Boss pedal, and we should be good to go. Like I said in the introduction, you get two microphones, and you can see they've got an LED display on them. Here's your power supply. So these aren't rechargeable. You actually use AA batteries for these. It's a nice aluminum enclosure. The battery case is plastic, as is the bottom part. So you start with aluminum up here, and then this part is plastic. And they did include windscreens for these. Kind of remind me of the British Royal Guard, these things. But they come with them, so you get two, so that's something else you don't have to spend any money on. It does not include your XLR cable or your mount, so you need to make sure you have a boom mic with the appropriate mount to hold one of these. So you just put in the two batteries. Two AA's. Close the compartment. And then you power on. Now, I haven't read the instructions. This is my first time powering on. On the display, it tells you what channel it's on. Right now, this is the channel B microphone, so I need to make sure that's the one I plug in. And you can see the battery life indicator. That right now I've got full battery in there. This is really nice looking. Easy to read. And it says right now I'm on channel 18. So now I'm going to plug in the receiver before I've changed everything around. And I'm going to see how easy it is to pair this without ever having the manual. If I need to, I know I have the instruction manual, but I want to see if it's easy enough for me to get this out of the box and working without needing a whole lot of extra assistance. So let me get this plugged in. Okay, real quick, and this looks to be about a 6-foot cord on the power. So just keep that in mind wherever you're setting this up at. Understand that your power cable is about 6 feet. I'm about 6 feet tall, so I just basically checked it up against my own height. Okay, it's plugged in. You can see the display right there. Okay, as soon as I turned the microphone on, it paired up. It looks like they're already on the same channel with each other, so I don't have to do anything. Test, test, test. You can see the signal I'm getting. Test, 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 test. So at this point, the microphone is already paired with channel B. I'm literally going to just mute this microphone, plug this in, and then start talking. And hopefully, we'll get some good sounds. Okay. So I'm trying to match the volume of the other microphone. So already I'll tell you one huge benefit right now is the condenser mic takes up a lot of space. So this one, well, I get the height adjusted, much less of a footprint, and so far very, very simple to use. You can see the LED display right there. You've watched the process. I literally just turned everything on, put in the batteries, plugged it in, and switched it. And to me, it's working really, really well. I'll be comparing the audio samples, but one of the reasons I would switch to something like a cardioid microphone, a directional microphone, is that with the condenser microphone, one of the great things for the studio is that it takes in a lot of the ambience in the room, but one of the issues I have is it picks up everything. So during live streams, I've had to pause my audio when trains are going by, when there's a cat nearby. This should have a much more focused center of the audio, and so far I'm really enjoying what I'm hearing. And of course for me, the test in this is always going to be music. So far, kudos to you, LEKATO, because this was really easy to set up and plug in. I'm not a technical person by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's a great looking microphone, but let's test it out. So you're hearing some audio samples. I've actually got my guitar here, and I want to see how it sounds when I mic up an instrument. Well, if you know my channel, you know I want to try to use this for a performance. So I'm going to do a clip using this LEKATO microphone into my Boss VE8, adding some vocal reverb and guitar. And this is a portion of my song, Uncomplicated. We walk under the same blue sky each day. What you can't see, my friend, is I'm walking in chains. Invisible sickness and there is no cure. I'm losing sight of what I'm fighting for. It's okay if it's too much to ask you to stay. Will you stay anyway? 'Cause my sunlight is blocked by the clouds, and only the darkness seems clear to me now. It's hard to push back all the hurt, like praying for diamonds but living in dirt. When hope seems so distant, joy seems to be so faded. Only pain is uncomplicated. Well, I have to say I'm very impressed. The people at LEKATO, they really made something special here and at an incredibly affordable price. For me, when I'm thinking about going out and gigging, I really can't use the condenser mics that I'm used to using. So an option to have not just one, but two wireless microphones at an incredibly low price that sound good, that are easy to set up and use. This is a huge benefit to me personally. So I want to thank you again to the good people at LEKATO for sending these microphones out for me to try. I will be using these on my live streams for the next couple of weeks just to see how I like them compared to using the condenser microphones that I typically use. So far, in terms of space, obviously there's no cord hanging down, there's nothing for me to bump into. I've got a lot more freedom to play, and I really like what I'm hearing so far. So if this is something you're looking for, I think this is a really well-made product. It's not complicated at all. I haven't even opened the manual at this point. I was able to get it set up to get some sounds that I like. You get 2 microphones. I've been able to mic an instrument. I'm able to do vocals, and I'm really impressed. So take a look at them. There's a link in the description. Thank you, and have a great day.